get there. My goal, let me land, let me get there. Wait, let me get there. Wasn't even heading that way, how they get there? Wait, let me get there. My goal, let me land, let me get there. Wait, let me get there. Wasn't even heading that way, how they get there? Yes, what's going on, world? It's me, Mr. Tinchy Stryder, Cloud9, yeah? Welcome back, this is Tinchy Talk, tinchytalk.co.uk, as I'm saying. I always got something to start with. See, I performed here for the first time in however long. Yeah, obviously we're all going through pandemic lockdown. I was grateful to be on stage, man, but one thing I did promise, someone held something up and I thought I'm gonna jack it. He said, oh, yo, look at my girls hold. He said, give me a tinch, I'll take a mile. Wicked. Give me a tinch, I'll take a mile. I'm taking that. Give me a tinch, not give me an inch, I like that. So yeah, big yourself up, yeah. Cloud9, Tinchy Talk. But today I got special guests as always, yeah. I got two special guests. Yeah, well, there's three people together, but you know. Big up Fanatix, we sang.
Respect, my brother.
Sorry. I feel rude not introducing you individually. So do you mind going ahead and explaining who you are? I could tell you're super dope producers, yeah. Worked with so many. Should I start naming? We don't need to get into it. You can cut from wherever.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And if you don't know, get to know. You know them ones.
Yeah,
so Fanatix, do you mind doing your introduction, please? Like each person's name so they know. Because you're Fanatix together, but I know individually, man. Yeah.
My name's C. Dot.
I'm Dro. When our powers combine, Fanatix.
I like that. C. Dro. When the powers combine, Fanatix. What am I saying though, peeps? Yeah, as I'm saying, Tinchy Talk. And second guest, big up my like Davinche, man. Because Davinche, real talk here, like super producer. I've worked with Davinche bag of times, and I don't want you to even like have to say much. But before we get into the pod, yeah, I'll kind of tell him what my favorite track of yours is. But I might save that for later, innit?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or do you want to hear it?
Cool. You can tell me, bro.
I can, but I want you to introduce yourself, bro.
You just introduced me for me, cuz.
Yeah, I did, but I said you know more about yourself than I do, so tell them more about yourself than I do. It sounds like I'm trying to put you up.
I'm like proper bad at self intros.
Okay. So
that's not my
your thing. Okay, so you don't need to know no more. It's not
Starting in
Davinche.
Essentials. That's a good start.
started in Essentials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up Essential,
I
man.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're gonna have to do that for me.
Grime
bro.
scene
I'm
originator.
Proper swagger.
Grime scene originator. Yeah, that's what he's saying. I'm from the grime scene. Though I co-sign what he just said.
One of the grime scene producers from early doors. Yeah, man.
Nah, real talk. You're a champion, this man. Real talk.
Love, cuzzy.
One of my like favorite tracks of yours. Before we get into it, like I'm saying, you got so many, but I'll say P's and Q's. P's and Q's. Kano.
By Kano.
By Kano. You
Crazy.
see, my man, yeah. I rate my man. I don't want to say his name too much here, but I said P's and Q's. He said by Kano. Like really, he knows who made it. I know Kano knows
The
exactly
younger
so.
audience, they might not know.
Oh, the younger audience might not know. Okay, yeah. P's
the
and Q's,
youngest might
yeah.
not know.
Davinche, Kano track. That's my favorite Davinche right now. It changes though. It does change. More time is one of the ones you produce for me. Something About Your Smile. Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Oh,
I
thank
didn't
you.
even know you did that.
Oh, serious? You didn't know it was my song?
Sick.
Yeah, love
I didn't know he produced it.
Okay,
my brother. That's
then.
what I said, my bro.
Okay. We sound though. We didn't say cheers. Everyone's sipping already in that.
Oh, yeah.
Bluetooth cheers, yeah. Don't know. Cheers.
Like, Fanatics have got some heavyweight
So we
productions
did it.
out
Come
here
on.
though as well, though, you
Little
know.
touch on that.
Yeah, Zimmy and Touchdown and that.
Come on.
Now, real talk,
that's
Fanatics have done so much. You lot have done so much. Big up like Hollow Man gigs. I guess that
Jeez.
what? Sneak Bowl. You done something with, I guess, Chip. Young Ads. You got a lot of things with Style OG. Non-stop. But I didn't want to start naming the names but something else everyone always says, what, have you ever worked with Fanatics? And he's telling me I need to get in the studio with Fanatics. I said, I worked with Fanatics before you knew they were. Yeah, I did. How many years ago did we work? I can't remember.
Must have been like 2017 or something.
Yeah, brother, and that song's a problem. I thought, I don't know why that didn't, you know what I mean?
What
Like,
happened?
I don't know, because I think that's more like a single kind of thing. I didn't end up going with it, shooting video, nothing.
Why not?
I don't know, because I didn't have the funds.
You didn't have the funds.
No, I didn't have
Don't
the
put him on the
funds.
spot.
Awkward.
Put me on the
After
spot.
what we were just talking about as well.
I didn't have the funds.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just didn't
it's all good.
really. Maybe you didn't like it, so you told me not to put it out. I don't know.
No, I don't think
not
that happened.
That's not. Nah, that definitely didn't happen. Because if I like it, I put it out.
Well,
Maybe.
it would have been a conversation.
Oh,
but we didn't
Spud
have that
again.
conversation.
But we're cool then.
Yeah,
Draw, right?
We're blessed, bro.
We're a draw, right?
Tinchy, right?
Clouds.
Alright,
Ninth one. Yeah. I like how we're starting off. I like this. But yeah, anyway, man, them. One of the things I want to get into, I've got a few topics I want to get into and get onto, but before we get into, I want to know one thing. So we got producers and producer. Like, have you lot ever linked up with the first time you're linking up?
Do you know what? I've spoken to Davinche there's been bare messages back and forth just saying, yo, that's crazy, and just
Definitely.
just on a rating and admiration thing.
Yeah,
You get me?
yeah.
Like, if I hear something and I think it's dope, I'll always go that mile to look into who did it and just shout
to
them.
that. Yeah,
Certain
yeah,
times, man,
yeah.
don't even get back, but
Yeah.
I'm not even doing it for that. I'm
Not
just
me
saying-
though.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I get
No,
back.
he did.
Oh, okay. Oh, eventually you get back.
Yeah, I get
okay,
back, I get
okay.
back.
Say no more. Get back to. I'll get back to you after. Or you just get
Well,
back.
he responded, but yeah, I'm a fan of the scene and what's
Yeah.
happening. So anyone that I see that does something, I think sick,
Yeah.
I'll tell them. I think
Appreciation. We'll talk about both of you. Like your level's been consistent. You know what I mean? You always like Fanatix and all the tags and I think you might not disappoint regularly. I always say, yo, why don't you ever tell them? I don't see them to tell them. Now you're here. I'm telling you.
No, I appreciate that.
respect
man.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. You already know how I go.
Love, bro.
Yeah. Well, how many songs we done? About 3, right?
Nah, we've done
More.
more. We done Allow Me with JME the other day. We've done loads.
Allow me something about a smile.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Breakaway.
How can I forget Breakaway? I haven't forgot, but you know that was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Right, we've worked, but we're gonna do some more
Breathe,
work.
Breathe might have been first, maybe.
Breathe. No, I think.
And then
Breathe-
da 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 da.
Oh wow! What? You know, I like that. I know what you mean.
I
They
fucking love
done.
that tune.
Da, 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 da. Yeah.
But,
What's it called?
Starting. No, what's it called? Is it called?
Oh,
Starting Hood?
Perfect Timing.
Perfect Timing,
That's one of my
that's what it's
faves
called,
actually.
yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect
That's number
Timing.
2 on Stonehood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow! Nah, Spud. You
come
know
on.
what? I'm glad I keep spudding. You know,
You've been
'cause
working, bro. You've been working.
funny enough, yeah. Something that I want to get onto a topic here. Like, would you lot say, see the spudding thing? You think that's like a bit more like generic and everyone does it? You know what I mean? Everyone
bit
says
more normalised.
Yeah.
No, I don't-
normalised. It's not
I
really-
don't spud everyone.
Nah. So you think spud means a bit more like people handshake now? People say shaking hands, spudding. Obviously because of what we went through, pandemic, but generally though, I think it's a bit normalised these days.
Yeah,
man.
I'm cool with the elbow thing.
Yeah,
Certain
okay,
people just get the
okay,
elbow
okay,
one,
okay.
and you can use the social distance for that.
Yeah, okay,
But
okay,
it's
so
just,
not
I'm not,
really-
if I elbow spud you, I don't feel.
Yeah. So you think spud is more like a Caribbean thing, African thing? What do you think?
I don't know the origin
I think-
No.
of the spud.
I'm not sure. I just know it's all around.
Yeah,
You know
everyone
what I mean?
spuds.
Everyone does it.
What's your
I've
take
known
on
it as a Caribbean thing.
Yeah.
That's how I've known it personally.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm right or not. I've never
Yeah.
looked into
I
it.
think you're not right.
I believe that. It's possible.
Sorry.
It's possible.
It's possible that
It's
you're not
possible,
right.
It's possible.
That you're not right, or
You know.
It's possible he is right as well, isn't it?
Hey.
Ooh, I like
Listen.
Like, see, yeah. I like that. Now, real talk, man. I think it's just like now. I don't think there's something wrong with it. It's proper normalized. Say you go to certain places, or mean what's happened, but because of the pandemic, so everyone's got an excuse. You know what, elbows. But some people, before you see them, you're right. Shake hands, bro. You don't spud everywhere. Although it's like our thing. But I feel like, say like you come around and visit, saw my mum, my dad, or someone. Don't try and spud.
Yeah, I
pops.
want to spud someone's
That's
mum.
what it's normal. Like, yeah, what? No, you don't do that. People don't understand. Just shake
Some
hands.
mums be
Respect.
trying to spud though, still though.
Some-
Some mums be
some mums are trying to spud. Not
If
my
a mum
mum.
reaches out a hand, I won't air it.
It's true.
But I'm not.
I
putting my
respect,
hand
yeah,
out
yeah,
first.
yeah.
What does
Give
that
it
say
this
about
one.
the
You
mum
know that
though?
one when
Yeah,
they spud you in your
Yes,
chest?
mummy. Yes, mummy.
Yeah, thank you. You can't give the
You
spud.
clutch
Yo,
the spud.
because spud is always like how who's spudding. Like, yo, you cool, yeah. It's like a little check in. Yo, you what? Your fist. You cool, yeah. But if you're spudding like someone's mum, someone's
Nah.
girl, that man. Girls are not cool. I don't really believe in spudding girls.
You know the real uncomfortable one
Yeah.
is when someone who's obviously not from the culture and they know they're not from the culture, but they meet you and they think, well, he's
This is what he
urban,
likes.
isn't he? So
Yeah.
let me meet.
That's what I. I
Hey
don't
mate,
like.
good to meet you.
No, it's not even that. It's them ones.
Yeah, that's spud.
Nah, that's what I was gonna say.
A rabbit spud.
See, you see spud,
That's the
yeah.
most
If you don't know how to
uncomfortable
spud
one,
on your
bro.
dick, that spud, that's not spud, man. Like you gotta spud like, yo, cut your spud.
That's the
yo.
uncomfortable one. That's the real one.
It's odd. So that's what I'm saying. It's
That
becoming
me.
And
normalized.
there's
innit?
levels to spuds though, because if you really check for something, there's a twist in it too.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. It's a spud and then it's a
It's a
twist.
different levels.
you said
Levels to
nudge?
spud. Yeah, it's
You're talking
like,
about the nudge.
Or you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the
yeah.
you get the damager spud, the one that hurts your knuckle.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, why can't you call
Man,
you?
don't
Like,
need bare rings on and that.
yeah, why can't you
off your
spudding
hand.
people? Davinche, like, I don't think I'll spud you because that my wrist will be done and that. Yeah, but
What? Because of the rings and that.
yeah, because
I might spud that way.
that way in it. But I don't know. I don't know. But see people like spud, like I don't know. See like a doctor, you go to see a dentist doctor. Yo, you're right. Doctor, you don't in it.
It's not
But
professional.
it's different settings, professional. You can't spud everyone.
Yeah, you don't spud everyone.
You don't. That leads me on to like I guess like the next topic is in like you see here what happened in was it in France, like a policeman, someone they said their hand off wrist got broken or something because policeman come to stop some gathering or something happened, like a private illegal party for the lockdown, and then police tried to like intervene or whatnot, and then the guy ended up breaking someone's arm or wrist or something, and I don't think that's like. How did it get there? Do you know what I mean? If you're trying to like stop some little gathering, how do you end up just resting someone down and they broke their wrist and that? It was in France, but I don't know. What's your take on, say, like, police when they approach you, or you think that they're a bit aggressive, or it's a bit normal? It depends what you're doing,
I
innit?
don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
don't
depends
really
how you
get
carry
approached
yourself.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh, you don't.
Nah.
No.
Mad, isn't it? I know.
Yeah, but Davinche, nah.
I don't know, man. It depends on the person.
Depends,
on,
yeah,
depends on the
but-
officer.
Depends what you're on as well. Like,
Depends
some
what you're-
people are
depends what you
actually on
did.
a madness and then they get vexed that police are stopping
Yeah,
them.
because when
So
I
they
heard that
move
news, I thought,
bookie.
wow, it sounded mad. What do you mean police officer just broke someone's wrist and that because he was trying to break something up?
Not broke his wrist. He lost a hand.
Oh,
Lost
hold
the whole
on. Did
hand?
I
He
read
lost a
wrong?
hand.
He lost a hand.
He lost a hand.
He ain't spudding
I'm
no
saying.
one.
So that's more than a spud. He lost the hand.
You can
How
still
did he
do the
lose his
elbow
hand?
one.
Go, I heard that
He
he
lost
just
a
broke it.
hand
How did he lose it?
through the police intervening.
What kind of
That's
Robocop
saying.
police is
That's
that?
what,
Obviously-
that's what I
Ripping
thought. He
people's
just
hands
broke.
off.
Yeah,
He
that's
broke.
Obviously, it got wild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But leading to that, I guess because it was like an illegal party, or this like not meant to be, and police were no, we got to stop this. It's in France. Something broke out. But
It's not that deep.
have you been to any illegal parties before
No.
through the lockdown?
No.
Now, be honest, man. This ain't.
Let's
You're not on
just
trial.
be real with it.
You're not on
I
trial.
haven't. I actually haven't.
Nah.
I haven't.
Man, don't really go parties. You go to studio.
You got studio, okay? So you wouldn't go to an illegal party though.
I'm not saying I wouldn't.
Oh, but you haven't.
I haven't.
Honestly.
No one's invited me to anything.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, that's your excuse because no one's invited you. That's why you haven't been.
Yeah.
So if you got invited, you will go. Maybe
I'll probably say I'm going, and then on the day want to go work.
studio.
And-
I rate,
No, it's
I
real,
rate,
like.
I rate that. Davinche, you haven't been. No, you wouldn't go.
Some people call them underground parties. They don't need to be a legal party.
I suppose during COVID it might have been illegal, but no, I haven't been to one.
I feel like I personally haven't been, cause I haven't been invited, just like you. I haven't been invited, but real talk, through this lockdown pandemic, obviously it's respectful not to go, but it was tempting. But you're just at home for how many days, like years, and I'm like, nah, man, like I like having fun. 'Cause we work non-stop, always in the studio. You get a chance, I don't get to go out much, you know what I mean? And I'm selective where you can go. So if you get invited to like a private, underground, illegal party, might not say no. Right now, I know how about what it is in it, just for the generic public, but I know that you probably was tempted if you got invited, Davinche, because you like working, but you like having fun. Yeah.
How did you decide that?
How did I decide that?
How did you decide
Because
that?
you. I like your response. How did you decide that? Because you've been quiet through the whole thing. You like, you explain why you don't go. You're like, I just haven't been. Anyway, man, like I'm saying, now before I get to next topics, bro, one thing I do want to talk to about you, man. Say like, production wise, yeah. When did you first start producing?
As a youth, man. Like, I went college and studied. I went Redbridge College. Actually.
Oh, okay.
And I
Oh, okay.
Studied, like pre-foundation contemporary music.
Yeah.
I learned how to use Cubase there.
Yeah.
And then for the second year, it was just like, I swear one of my teachers was like an alcoholic. He just never used to come to lessons and all that. Real talk. And it was just, after a while, I just felt like, you know what, I've learned what I'm going to learn here.
Yeah.
Fuck it off.
So you was
innit?
cool.
And I just
Okay.
kinda
Okay.
went from there.
Find your own
Yeah.
path. Yeah. Okay. What you say? Cubase.
Cubase.
Have you always been Cubase?
No, I use Logic now.
Oh,
But that
okay.
was, I only made that transition maybe about 5 years ago.
Oh, okay, bro. Are you same sort of?
Yeah, I mean, obviously starting from college, I used to go Newham.
Okay. Are you at Newham College?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
at Redbridge? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
kind
I-
of guessing what areas you man are from. And that.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say, but East. Where you saying we from, bro?
South.
Say no more. Say no more.
I'm not
more.
into the postcode thing. You know?
Nah, my
Oh,
bro.
Business. Bro.
I'm not at all. Like
You're hard,
I like
don't
it
matter where you're
everywhere.
from.
That's what I'm
But,
saying.
yeah.
Don't matter where you're from. If you're like people say, but then don't matter, man. Grown past that. But yeah. So Davinche, when did you first start producing, bro?
Straight out of school, man. Like I
Yeah.
was about 15. You're saying we had Cubase in school,
Okay.
but the teacher didn't know how to use it either. I just saw it on the computer one day and I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then you thought, let me
And
get.
then eventually, through whatever,
Yeah.
I ended up getting it at home and doing my
I'll proper rate that because I see like both of you, how you both like work producer. Well, I feel like there's a difference from producers, music producer, and beat makers. Do you know what I mean? And like none of you men are just beat makers. You know what I mean? When I hear your stuff, especially like because I've been in studio with you quite a few times, I can speak more on your, but you're proper like musical. You're always thinking of the thing. You always think, I bet this ad even vocally. You want to get involved? I was gonna ask you, man. Do you ever do anything vocally? Yeah.
Real does, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started off trying to be an artist and I was producing for the stuff that I was doing.
Okay.
And just kept hitting glass ceilings. I was spending bare money shooting videos, doing this and that.
Okay.
And I just got to the point where I was saying, right, so many people have made money out of me before the song's even been released.
Yeah.
I need to be on that side of the equation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I-
From all the production people.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna lead on to where we was at, yeah, about the whole production. One thing I want to ask you, man, like, do you ever feel like, say, do you ever try like kind of venture out of your comfort zone? Production, you feel like you have to be boxing, that this is your style, so do you ever try any things that you ain't used to?
I think what usually makes someone kind of stand out is them kind of owning a sound.
Yeah, okay.
If you're doing too much, like, you can be like a jack of all trades, master of none. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's definitely important to
I like that.
have your kind of grounding of what people know you for, and then you can venture out depending on who you're working with. But
So
then
you
that
don't
would
mind
always.
pushing the boundaries.
I just don't like going, like, say for instance we were to do a session with, I don't know, like a rock band for instance.
Yeah.
We'd have to meet in the middle with
Yeah.
what we do. I'm not trying to make rock. You get me?
Yeah.
So if you're coming to the Fanatics, you need to kind of come halfway with what we do. And then
Respect
it's a collaboration of our sounds.
Yeah. Makes sense. We sound Davinche. You push boundaries
Yeah, I mean, I think I've tried loads of genres in my time. I think personally,
naturally.
yeah, just naturally, just because I want to stay inspired and looking for other places to stay inspired. I can't like do the same thing again and again and again.
Yeah.
But also that makes a lot of sense. Like, also, there's always a thread of me and my expression of music throughout everything I do.
Okay.
So no matter what genre I touch,
Yeah.
you still kind of feel my personal taste running through it.
I hear that.
I've got a question actually. Like, I've been doing some research on a Funky House project that I'm trying to get produced, and I don't know if it's true, but are you D of Perempere and D?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's right.
Yeah.
So you made In the Air.
We made it in the air.
Shut up.
Time to let go.
Oh,
That was
whoa.
everything, you know.
Whoa! Hey, no, Spud. Wow.
Love.
I didn't know that.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
no one knew.
What, you didn't know that as well?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Well, that song was
I
hard.
thought you man were music, man.
So after Bossman from Essentials, after grime just wasn't his vibe anymore. Grime is an age sometimes. It can be an age. It wasn't really for me personally, but it can be an age and it can be like a stage of your life sometimes. And I found that some people who want to go on to other genres, they find something else.
Yeah.
So one of the things Perempere found was funky house.
Okay.
Got really close to Super and them man there, and we all started raving and going funky raves.
Okay.
And it's a natural progression as producers. You're breaking down the music while you're raving to it. You
Yeah,
want to make one, don't you?
Yeah, real talk.
So we
real
got
talk.
in and we made quite a few. The first couple, I'll tell you something funny. We thought we weren't going to be accepted in the scene. Don't know why. We just decided that we weren't.
In a funky.
Yeah, so
scene.
we just decided to choose two white names. And we called ourselves Matt and Steve.
Oh wow.
And you know what happened?
Yeah.
No one cared.
No one could have
And
managed
then when
Steve.
we told them we made the tune, they're like, why do you man say it was you man tune? These tunes are hard. But obviously
Real
we
talk.
didn't know them, man. We weren't just going to bring them through.
Yeah.
So
Matt and
that's a
Steve.
really good lesson in being yourself, man.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Just
because
be
you learn
yourself.
something new every day. Real talk. Be yourself, because you tried to be Matt and Steve.
Yeah, I don't know.
They didn't care about Matt and Steve.
Don't know what we did. But yeah, so Something in the Air was one of
True.
the first ones we put
They didn't
out.
care about Matt and Steve. Something. Bro, that's a big song though. As I'm saying, it got Fanatix, Davinche, super producers, yeah. And I like what we're getting into, man. As I said, like, I already asked about pushing the boundaries, and you both explained we find out something new. Well, I found out something new, so did you. Although we must not know music because we didn't know that. But yeah, anyway, find that something new. But something else I want to get into though as well. Like, would you say, like, for example, your legacy. Like, what would you say? Do you think, like, now, would you think, okay, like, imagine what I'll be like? Would I be remembered in 10 years from now or whatnot? Do you ever have that thought?
Definitely. I think a lot of the stuff that's happening now, just like back when we'd have been out there just raving and all of that, there's certain stuff that was the soundtrack for that era.
Okay.
I feel like the stuff that's happening now that makes an impact is going to be the soundtrack for the youth then when they're older, saying, "Rod, do you remember year 2000, like when my family with Parsley and Back Row G dropped?" You get me? So
Good shout.
we're kind of doing it without thinking about it.
Yeah,
But
we're
just trying to do our thing.
That's what I rate, because when you're in it, you're not thinking, well, what's it be like standing outside it because it's you? So you ain't thinking. When it gets to that time in life, you feel, well, remember that.
And that's why when you were saying about the illegal rave, I would go to one just because we only really hear our songs in the studio. People are always sending us clips and showing us what are going on in the clubs and all that. But
what's happening with
I'm
the
not
tracks,
in
innit?
there to actually feel that.
It, yeah.
Proper
That's a
studio
good shout,
homies.
you know. It's true. A lot of musicians are that way because you're in the studio forever. It's our hobby. We just enjoy. We're just in there daily, and then when people say, "Wow, your song popping there and now," like, I'm not there or there,
Fully.
but I'm happy that it's popping. Yeah.
My son always comes to me and just like, "Have you heard of this artist? And you know this?" I'm like, "Who?
Yeah.
What?" He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Yeah, man. How do you not know?" I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't. But then
I'm
they're
just
killing it. Like their views and
That
streams
happens
are
a lot. 'Cause
ridiculous.
you see, like, if you're not, people feel, what? How can we don't know about this or that? Because we're not we're in it, but we're
tuned
not
into that,
in it
nah,
like that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
it's a weird Davinche. How about you, bro? Do you feel like, okay, what? Imagine what I'll be like from 10 years from now.
Sometimes. I do
Yeah, the
sometimes.
legacy.
I think it would be impossible not to think about my legacy, but
Yeah.
I think for me, my priority is to make decisions now that will last 10 years. So I try not to do projects or songs or just let things go when I know they could be better.
Yeah.
Because I know if I look back in 10 years' time or
might.
5 years' time and I'm like, I just let that go for the peas, but I could have actually made that exceptional.
Yeah.
So I try and make sure every decision
That's-
I make
that's-
now
yeah.
will last a 10-year career.
Yeah.
I try. It's not always possible. There's other people in the equation sometimes.
Yeah.
But I do try.
Yeah. So what would you, on that same note, man, then what would you say that your advice to say up and coming, fresh new young producers and that key things to stay focused? You said in that you make sure everything's like not just give away, throw away. Working
I don't really play that game of throwaway
No,
stuff. I
no,
don't play that. I'm not
You never have done.
I don't. And it's in some ways it's cost me a lot of money. And
Okay.
in some ways it's made me a lot of money. So
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
balance that has
yeah,
to be had there.
Yeah.
But
I respect that.
Put your best foot forward, man. Like all this, you know what I mean? There's a lot of cheat codes out there, but yeah, I'd say for the youngers is just put your best foot forward, learn as much as you can, and try your best really with it.
And equally, just don't think that this is just something that's gonna happen overnight. It does for some people,
Yeah.
but just don't be in it thinking like, yeah, I just want to make peas as a producer and I'm gonna get
Yeah.
gal and rare.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullshit that comes with it. There's a lot of business.
True. A
side
lot
and all
of
of
side
that.
that people don't know.
Yeah. You just
Yeah,
think it's
long
all
haul is
glamorous
true.
and all of that. But
Yeah, man.
it's if we didn't love it,
Yeah, you
it's
wouldn't.
not something you'd be able
That's
to
what
continue
I say.
to
If
do.
it
not
wasn't love,
glamorous,
it's
bro.
not
It's
glamorous.
not
Like,
glamorous.
from the outside looking in, everything. Oh, that's that. You're, nah,
It's a
man.
long thing. So
Long thing. Yeah, man. Anyway, people, as I'm saying, tinchytalk.co.uk, yeah. I'm having a good convo here. One sec. I feel like SK, you want to jump in again?
I was gonna say, what about your legacy, man? Like, question back at you, man. How do you feel like your legacy will be viewed in 15 years' time? And did you think about your legacy when you were making those songs?
You see what? When I was making, for example, when I was like start making music or tracks with a man and Ross Squad and everything, I didn't think, imagine what we're gonna be 10 years from now. Or I'd never think of it. I'm so in it.
Things in boots.
I was just
All of
as
it.
you were saying, I
All
didn't
of
want to
it.
interrupt, man.
All of
That's
it.
the same thing. I was
It's not
thinking.
things in boots no more.
Oh yeah.
Things in boots.
Things in boots.
Things in
I
boots.
got- yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Things in boots.
Yeah.
sorry, why? Can you bring me in?
No, I'm big up Carnzil because is it Carnzil who said it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he just said, yo, you got things in boots. I said, bro, nah, things in boots. He
What
said,
kind
oh,
of things you have in the boot?
yeah. We got things in boots. Under this, he's no things in boots. I said, I like that. That's a nice way to say we got things in boots. But anyway, that's just a little thing that happened here. But away from that, what you said, yeah, like I've always felt like I never thought of it like, whoa, what would it be like 10 years from now? I'm always like, I'm in it now, man. Like you said, it's not glamour. So you're in some deep thing right now, thinking, how can this work? Okay, that. But whoa, you done that before, but that don't mean it's gonna work again. What's gonna be like? There's someone new every day. How do you know they're gonna remember you have a long? But I said, but you've done things. But I'm like, that's what keeps me going. I don't ever think what I've done. I appreciate it. I respect it. But I think what more can be done and just understand your craft and graft and keep going. Legacy. That's why I was thinking, you know what? As long as I'm proud of what I'm doing, I've done what I can do. The rest of it's out of my hands. That's how I look at it. Yeah.
Not to put you, man, on the spot. What do you think of Tinchy's legacy?
Okay.
Do you know what's mad? On the drive over here, I was just thinking like, at the time when his thing was differently popping, I was still trying to be an artist myself,
Okay.
and I was watching it just saying, "See, look, that's where man need to be, bro." And it's like, I wasn't in the game like that. I was still kind of on the outside trying to get in, and when you get in, you kind of just, you see, kind of behind the silver curtain. And
Yeah.
You're like, bro, is that it? Like,
That's what it is.
even when you're watching TV,
Yeah.
as opposed to actually being there and just like,
Yeah.
bro, I thought this room was much bigger than that.
Yeah.
Like
Real
everything
talk, real
just
talk.
looks different when it's presented to you on a
Glamorized.
screen.
When you're in it.
Do you know what I mean? But when you're in it, it's kind of like people are always saying to us, "Bro, you lot have done this and done that," but you're always kind of focused on beyond that.
Yeah.
But
Key. Beyond that, it's true.
what I will say about Tinchy's legacy, that is, he's one of the people that were in our scene at a time where you had to do a crossover pop song to show that the corporates that there is money in these little black kids. Like they can actually
generate
peas.
Yeah.
And from that, and others like him in that era at the time that were doing that crossover stuff, that man is saying, no, that's not real, man. Man don't rate that. Man don't play that in the hood. But you've now created a pathway that people can follow where they don't even have to conform like that now because of those
The
barriers
risk
being
that we
broken
had to
down.
take to. Yeah.
Number
That's what I'm
ones.
saying. So
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
us
number
being
ones.
Trust me.
Yeah.
even us being here today, being able to just make music where it's like we don't have to make pop beats and like, we can make some greasy shit.
True, because of
And
what happened previously that opened. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's what I think about the legacy. I think it's integral to the position we've been able to get to.
Yeah.
People breaking down them barriers there.
You was part of the early journey. Did you see from something, you know, the Smile track back in the day, Breakaway? Did you see it going to work?
I always credit Tinchy with when I played him Something About My Smile was in like that beat and a singer.
Yeah.
At that time, no one had the singing on tunes really.
No one.
And no rapper was trying to do all of that.
No.
I had done full songs.
It's true.
With maybe a little 16 of a rapper.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Way.
So to say that, right, you've come to me to make a tune.
Yeah.
And you want grease from me, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And for me to say, listen to this.
I'm like, yo.
You could have said, allow me, bro.
Yeah.
And what you said was, I trust you. Let's do this.
I definitely did.
I think that's a credit to his legacy because that's why he's always been first to do things throughout the scene and throughout his career.
Thank you.
Because
bro.
he's got an open mind like that.
Yeah,
man.
you have to be. You can't just be. No, I have to be, man. Just have to be. And I always feel like every time I'm always in that situation, I feel like, you know what? Don't be afraid to take risks. You know what I mean? Just why not? Because I don't want to just be stuck in one place. Like I always feel like when I try to think, what do you think about? Everyone I've done stuff about Smile, bro, that's a bit merch, I know, really. And then that's connected. Bang, so many things, even like all the way, so many things, and then sound like Stryder, man, with Freddie T's. We're like, what's that? Connected. So many things. So I'm never afraid to try, man.
Yeah,
that's
and
the
those
key.
were all the things that were opening the door.
Yeah.
For everyone else to come through.
Yeah.
It's a game over.
Bro, that song was hard.
Scary. So
for that
so
time
many,
there, and the link up that was on it, it was all of those things were breakthrough moments for our scene. That I feel like there's a lot.
Is it celebrated enough though?
I don't think so. I was just about to
you
say.
gave a good insight.
I think there's a lot of hate and like in our scene. I think we need to celebrate more everyone's achievements. Anyone that goes to number one, rather than saying I ain't posting my man's thing, you ain't part of my thing, and like bro, they're making it so that you now can go through and get the support from the labels or whoever.
Bro.
And
I like that.
Yeah,
because you see, like you're saying, like a lot of people that we're saying people don't want to big up this and that, but see, like years from now, bro, you remember when? Why do you have to remember someone when they're not there no more? I don't rate that, man. I feel like just give people the flowers while they can smell them, as they say, man. Because a lot of things, if they didn't happen, we wouldn't have what's happening now. That's real facts, you know what I mean? So you just got to keep understanding. People that come before me, what they done, things like people might not see that. Whoa, if you go on TV, like what he's been there, like without them, you wouldn't have a chance to go on there. Every single step, so if you have to just appreciate
there was
everything.
a point where it was just like, if you weren't Bradley from S Club 7, you weren't on TV.
Now think no TV, and then when you go on TV, the people like, but you know how to carry your. I'm like, I'm just being me. If on camera, off camera, I'm the same person. I'm probably even worse off camera. Like people think, you always got bare bants. I'm not a banter guy. I got bants.
Before you get into that, Tinch, do you feel like back in the day you took bullets for other artists to come through? Because maybe people would say what you done weren't fashionable.
Like, you know what? I feel like that's a good point. I feel like back in the day I did have to take a lot for what followed, because people might be like, "Bro, my man's merch. My man's got a lot of things." But I thought,
you know what though?
I
getting peas.
I don't.
You weren't doing it for free, bro.
I wasn't doing it for free.
Hella money.
I'll be like, yo, like we used to think, how'd you get on TV? How'd you get in the TV? You know what I mean? I didn't understand what. And then now your videos on all these channels that you watch at home. I'm like, okay, what do you wanna go to the rave then? I can go there. Do you wanna get reloads? I can go there. Where do you wanna go? But why don't you work with this one? I work with them. So it's weird. I'm like, people just went. When you say something negative, you get more attention than positive. That's how the world works. So I learned that from young. I thought, you're not angry with me, angry with yourself because you're not doing what I'm doing. That's how I took it. That's what kept me going. And I thought, yeah, man. And like I said, everyone, even from say like work with Davinche, when I work with Davinche, and I thought, what everything that I learned from you, like you thought, even from the first thing, they like, I got this for you. I'm like, I trust you. You know what I mean? I just trust, because I thought, regardless of what you've done previously, I thought just the vibe when you're with someone. I don't believe in producers sending you tracks when I was younger.
You know what's so sick about that, bro? Do you know how many times if we know we've got a session with an artist, we'll say, you know what, boom, and we'll do some prep. And you show it to them. It's just like, what else you got? It's like, no, but like, you're missing something here. Do you know how much of a big song this will be?
Is?
Trust us. Let us put this together. And you will see.
That's the thing that's always missing, because maybe like producer, okay, but I like it. What else you got though? I'm like, bro, like sometimes just taking what's there. If you don't like, don't rush then, innit? Just live with it, let it breathe up. But I'm like, no, but when I hear tracks out, next day I hear something more in it. Even in the next minute, I hear sound more, and people were rushing, but rushing for what? I don't get it. But I didn't come up that way. I definitely didn't. But as I was gonna say though, I don't want to be on me too much now because I know it's called Tinchy Talk.
No, but I'm saying, you have to pay homage to people that have laid paving stones.
It's a conversation as well, man.
It's a convo.
It's all part of the convo.
Real talk. Yeah. You went to school.
not even like you think, to be fair. No,
I just like saying that every time you sound, forget what I'm gonna say. You went to school.
I had a bag of headache in school, bro.
Yeah, seriously. What was I gonna say though? Another thing that I was gonna say, like for example, producers coming up here, like, do you have to be like established to a certain like level before you start earning money as a producer? What level do you start earning money where you don't need a second job?
It's changed now.
Job? It's changed now, isn't it?
Changed now. I mean, now you can. We were talking about it earlier. We were saying you can just put your beats on YouTube as long as you got enough beats and they're good enough. You can get a steady income rocking from that.
So it's changed now, isn't it? Yeah. So before on your come up, then you feel like, okay, what would you have to do to be established? Okay, you have to do a song with a certain person. Okay.
Yeah, you had to be in the system.
In
the circle and in the system.
In that circle. It wasn't a big circle.
Then,
but you had to be in it.
There were only a certain amount of people that had the money to spend consistently to give you a thing. And then obviously for your tunes to get somewhere where they can earn you publishing, for you to earn consistent money. Like, you had to be in that circle.
That's what I'm so glad you're saying that, because a lot of people don't understand that. It was okay, but man and producer, it must have bed though. I'm like, it wasn't like that before. It's not like that. But like you're saying now, it's a bit more easier, I guess, because you can just put a song on YouTube or whatnot, and revenue's there in it somewhere. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like especially with MC and writing bars and that, people feel like what? So every time you feature on a song, I've done bare features. I don't ask for money. It's relationships, you know what I mean? If it's through a label or something, I don't know the person. Yeah, go pay me. It's work. No one works for free. They don't. So yeah. But anyway, man, like I'm saying, before we actually wrap up, I was gonna say, do you man have any questions for me? Anything you want to know? Maybe just one, maybe none. I don't mind. Any question? Anything you might want to know?
Do you feel like it's unfair now how people treat people who are able to be successful during that time?
What do you mean? Do I think how people treat
like
people?
Now?
Yeah.
Now there's a stigma to being successful during that period of time.
Oh,
like
what time is in
2005 and 2012? 30,
okay.
People of that era not being celebrated as much.
That era.
Yeah.
So there's a stigma now, like, oh, them man went pop, them man went mersh,
yeah,
man,
man.
and now they're trying to jump back on our
thing.
thing.
Thank you, man. Like, that's like I'm like now they're trying to jump back on our thing, you know. But I'm like, see, without that, there won't be this. You know what I mean? Without not in that musical way, but what doors had to be kicked down.
Literally.
Things that had to happen, literally, like there won't be no space for no one to. And I always tell people that say, what I got told is that, see, talent only opens the door. It don't keep you in there. When you get in, it's a whole different thing. And if we didn't have to do all that work in there won't be no after that. So that's my only way. I just know what I've done, and you can't erase history. You can't. Facts are facts in it. So yeah, so my sense.
And if that era never happened, it would probably still be guitar music now.
Yeah, bro. It's like it's made it. It's a norm thing now. It's like, okay, but why didn't you work with this new producer? I'm like, yeah, but I like some producers. I like some people. You like every beat can't sound the same. Every song can't sound the same. I don't like that. I've never been one way. Do you know what I mean? If you check every project I've done, every producer I work with, I'm open minded, bro. That's how I work, man. Yeah.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, your youths, yeah. Now, knowing what you know about the industry, would you let your youths go through that?
I wouldn't let my children go through what I know about the music industry through that. I'll take them through another path of the industry. Yeah, I'll swerve the way that I know, because it's a mad industry, but like I say to people, it's a music business.
Yeah,
business means money and business, so it's nothing personal. That's why I learned that if that's what you want, go for it. I'll support you whatever you want to do the right way. So if you feel like you want to do, but if like you got talent, like nothing can't stop the talent. You know what I mean? Like I said, that gets you through the door. From then, that's when I can help. Okay, this is what you can do. This is what I've learned. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
I'm still learning, so I'll keep learning. I'll probably learn off them. So that's what I'll do, man. Yeah. All good.
You know, we was talking outside about artists knowing when they should draw the line. Maybe when an artist is past their peak. You know what I'm saying? So how do you kind of think about that? Like, how do you tell an artist that maybe you could do something else, or should an artist never be told that?
Was that question to me or to everyone?
Ask them.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? You kind of just asked them, so do you mind just answering what he asked you? It's like, you know, he just said.
From the conversation that we
ask
had
them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't believe an artist has ever passed their peak. I believe they might be past their taste. So what happens is an artist comes in and they're still talented enough to do what's popping now, but their taste still says they should be making decisions they were making 10 years ago or 5 years ago that made them successful then.
True.
So if they're not listening to you, who's still current with a taste, they're gonna have you rehash their old success, which won't work. It won't be successful. But if they listen and they're still like really talented, they're still gonna make. You can make something sick with them, and then it's like, oh, what? I think that's the one. Yeah, I went to do a tune with Cisco. Asked me to do a tune years ago. Yeah.
Cisco,
One second.
From
Who,
Drew
sorry?
Hill.
Cisco is
Oh,
like
that kind of
blonde
money.
hair,
Okay,
like,
that money. Okay,
that brother.
Wait, sorry. That money. Okay.
And I didn't
Fong
end up.
Song Cisco.
I didn't end
Oh,
up doing
one
it.
sec. Fong Song Cisco.
Fong Song Cisco.
That money. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm good.
I didn't end up doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was right for me. Maybe that was wrong. I told you I make decisions I think that are better for me long term.
Yeah.
But I didn't end up doing it because I felt like the beats he wanted to choose aren't gonna help either of us.
Okay. There's no progression in
What I wanted to do with him,
it.
like tune wise, would have been sick.
Yeah.
But he
It's
didn't.
something different for him.
He wanted like some pop house dance.
Oh, okay.
That wouldn't have been sick.
Yeah.
I could have made something so sick with him, and that would have been right. So I just really do believe that your taste, you got to trust the
I
producers
like
you
that,
work
man.
with.
Yeah, I like that because someone said to me, "What if someone established comes to you? Like, you don't say no. You know what you can get from that, but at the same time, what knockbacks can you get from that? You know what I mean? You gotta go with your heart because don't follow what he's big or they're big or she's big, so I have to do that. Nah, man.
Yeah.
Because it might work backwards if that just knocked me down. Now you got to get back to where you was already.
Yeah.
Don't make sense, man.
With Fanatix, you guys are working with big artists at the moment. They might make something on your beat where you're like, I ain't feeling this. How do you coach that?
I tell him, bro. I just tell him. Like, at the end of the day, the studio it has to be an honest space. If we're in the studio and then we let you leave with something that's not a good representation of you or of us, then we're all looking stupid out here.
We're just wasting time.
So if I tell you, bruv,
this ain't the one.
it's not hard.
Yeah,
that verse is dead.
Yeah.
And I will
And
tell
you've had
you
that conversation.
Yeah, no, I've had it recently. I will tell you in.
It's a recently.
Yeah.
I like it recently.
Not in a bad man way.
No, I'll
Yeah,
tell
just
you
real
in
respect,
a way
innit?
that's
Yeah.
is constructive. Not everyone can be self-analytical enough to handle constructive criticism. But the fact that we've agreed to do a session review in the first place, we rate you. So it's not me
that.
trying to tear you down, but I'm just saying, I've heard the stuff you've done, and I think you can do better than that. And I think. Yeah, we need to get the best version of you. This is a Fanatix song, bro. It's not just any thing.
See on the other side, if the artist says to you, bro, I don't really this beat. I think you can do a bit more better. You take that, but you feel cool.
I'll take that and just say, you know what,
That's
you don't know what
what I
you're talking about.
Yeah. I like that.
I might not take that still.
You might be like,
I don't know. Like, obviously they have their taste, I have mine, but I might just say, I still think this beat's right. I trust myself, but maybe this one isn't right for us. Let's maybe find another one that's right for us.
Yeah, because
But I'm not gonna like mangle and pull apart a beat and make it into what they want.
What they want.
You don't custom make beats to the artist, no.
I'm not gonna take a beat and twist it up.
dismantle it and
It's like trying to turn this into a red jumper now, bro.
Yeah.
I can't. It's
don't
been
happen.
made this color. Let's just make a new jumper from scratch.
Yeah.
We can make that one red.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that.
And if
We went to school.
if we're playing beats to someone, for instance, and they're just like, next one. I don't take that with any offense. We know our source. We know what we're doing. That's just not the beat for you. It doesn't mean that beat won't be a killer with someone else. And that happens all the time. There's so many beats people passing and we show it to someone and that's the craziest beat they've heard and they know they can do something crazy on it.
Anyway, man, respect, peace and love as always, yeah? As I'm going to say, everyone, I hope you enjoyed, yeah? Like I say, if you didn't like it, then maybe tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. What's the next line? SK?
Tell a friend again?
No. Tell a friend till you got no more friends to tell again. Tinchy Stryder, tinchytalk.co.uk. I'm Tinchy Stryder, Cloud9, Fanatix Davinche. Respect, man, them. You're going to say it for me one more time, please. tinchytalk.co.uk.
You said that already, my bro.
Don't let him tell you to
Tinchytalk.co.uk.
hype, man.
You're locked into tinchytalk.co.uk.
Thank you, man, them. People, peace and love, Cloud9. Let me get there. My goal, let me land, let me get there. Wait, let me get there. Wasn't even heading that way. How they get there? Wait, let me get there. My goal, let me land, let me get there. Wait, let me get there. Wasn't even heading that way. How they get